Hey everyone, what's up? So this is a new video, and in this video we are going to learn about how to draw the line on the graph when the equation of the line is known to us. Suppose we are given some equation of line and we have said that we have to draw the graph of this line. We have to draw this line on the graph sheet. Then how we will do that? How we will draw that line most precisely, more almost accurately on the graph sheet. See, there is no accurate measurement over here. Actually nowhere there is you will find the accurate measurement. We have to draw just a rough sketch of line by seeing the equation of line. So in order to do that, first we should know what is the equation of line. So see, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is the standard equation of line. This is the standard equation of line. Equation of the equation, a 1 degree equation in x and y. 1 degree equation in x and y is the equation of line, and this is basically the standard equation of line. See, there are many forms of line, one of which is the standard equation. There are others too, but in order to draw the graph, we generally use the only form of line which is called the slope intercept form of the line. Slope intercept form of the line. This is the most general used form to draw the line on the graph. This is basically y equal to mx plus c. Any equation we are given, first we will convert that equation into this format, and then we will see the slope and we will see the y-intercept, and then we will draw the graph. This slope intercept form has derived from the standard equation only. See how it is derived from the standard equation. So we are given x plus by plus c equal to 0. From here we can write by is minus c minus x, and from here y is minus a by bx minus c by b. So it is comparable with y equal to mx plus c, where m is this quantity and c is this quantity. It means m is minus a by b and y-intercept c is minus c by b. This is called the slope of the line, and this is the y-intercept of the line. These are mainly the two parameters which, if we know these two parameters, then we can draw the lines very easily on the graph. So first we need to understand what these two parameters are, because these are the only two parameters, important parameters, which we should be knowing to draw the lines. So firstly we will talk about slope. See, whenever we draw any line on the graph sheet, suppose whenever we are drawing any random line we have drawn, so this line is making some angle with the positive direction of x-axis. This is the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This line is making some angle theta with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This theta is very important angle. Tan of this theta is basically the slope of the line. So what is the slope? Whenever the line is making theta angle with the positive direction of x-axis, then tan of that theta angle is called the slope of the line. Okay, now slope can be positive, negative or 0 depending upon the values of theta. So now we are moving further. You must be knowing about now how we will determine the sign of the slope, where it is positive, negative or 0. Slope is basically what? Slope is tan theta. Okay, tan theta. So this is the first quadrant, which is from 0 to pi by 2. This is from pi by 2 to pi. This quadrant is from pi to 3 pi by 2, and this quadrant is from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, so this is the first quadrant, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. Here all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Here sine and cosec are positive. Tan is positive here. Tan is positive here, and again here tan is negative. So we can say that, what we can say? We can say, if we mainly talk about tan theta, which we are dealing, that is the slope of our line. Here it is positive, here it is negative, again here it is positive, and here it is negative. So the line is, so if the line is lying in the first quadrant or the third quadrant, that slope will be positive, and if the line is lying in the second or fourth quadrant, that slope will be negative. Okay, so from here we can say that if slope is positive, if m is positive, then theta must be acute angle. Okay, theta must be an acute angle, and the line lies in first or third quadrant. Okay, and if m is negative, then of course theta will be obtuse angle, and of course the line lies in second or fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is basically the main point you should keep in mind to draw the line to almost accurate level. So and the other important thing was the y-intercept. So this is basically, what is intercept? Intercept is basically the portion of the axis, y-axis or x-axis, where the line meets the axis. Suppose this is a line and it is cutting at 0,3. Suppose this line is cutting y-axis at 0,3. So y-intercept is 3. Wherever the line cuts the y-axis, that is called the y-intercept, and wherever the line cuts the x-axis, that is called the x-intercept. Suppose it is 0,5, so x-intercept is 5. Wherever the line cutting x-axis, that is the x-intercept. If cutting y-axis, that will be the y-intercept. Okay, now we have the knowledge of the slope and the intercept. Now we are in a position to draw the lines. Let's take one first example, that is the most basic example, y equal to x. Firstly, we need to compare it with y equal to mx plus c. So y equal to 1 times x plus 0. Coefficient of x is 1 here, coefficient of x is m here. So m we are getting as 1 and c we are getting as 0. These two things only we have to find out. Okay, we have found out these two things, slope and the y-intercept. So we are seeing slope is positive. Only you have to see whether the slope is positive, negative or 0. Slope is positive. Slope is positive, it means theta should be an acute angle. Tan theta is positive, it means theta should be an acute angle. Acute angle means it should lie in the first quadrant. Okay, see, if the line lies in first quadrant, automatically it will lie in the third quadrant, and if the line lies in second quadrant, automatically it will lie in the fourth quadrant. So there is no need to consider these two quadrants. It is sufficient if we consider these two quadrants. So when we are talking about the slope, we are mainly talking about in 0 to pi, because if we consider in this interval, then automatically these two are solved. Okay, so we will talk about in 0 to pi. So if tan theta is positive, it means theta is acute, it means theta must be between 0 to pi by 2. Okay, and now we will see the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 0, it means y-intercept is 0, it means line is passing through the origin. Line slope is positive and it is passes through the origin. It means line is lying in the first quadrant and it is passing through the origin. So it can be like this. This is y equal to x. Okay, this is y equal to x. See, slope is positive, of course theta is acute angle, and it is lying through the origin, it is passing through the origin. Here y-intercept is 0. Okay, y-intercept is 0. So this is basically the equation of line. The slope is positive, then it will be theta will be acute angle. Only two things you have to keep in mind, that theta and the y-intercept. Slope is positive, it means theta will be an acute angle. So you have to make the line which is passing in the first quadrant, which is passing through the first quadrant, and another thing you have to see the y-intercept. So slope is positive, so theta is acute angle and it is passing through origin. So let's take another example. Let's take another example. Suppose we have the example y equal to 3x plus 4. So we'll compare it with this y equal to mx plus c, where slope is 3 and c is 4. No problem. Slope is again positive. Slope is positive, it means theta is acute. Theta is acute, it means it will lie in the first quadrant. It will lie we are only taking in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant. Okay, no need to take these two quadrant because these two quadrant will be automatically included. Okay, so theta is in first quadrant. Okay, it means in this quadrant the line is going to lie and the y-intercept is 4. Suppose here it is 0 comma 4, so it is going to pass like this. See, theta is again acute angle and it is y-intercept is 0 comma 4. Y-intercept is 4. You can see theta is again an acute angle. So this is the equation of line. So this is basically the graph of that equation. Okay, if we take the slope negative, then what will happen? See, if we take the slope, suppose we take y equal to minus 4x plus 2. If we are given this, again slope is minus 4 and it is 2. Again, what we can see, slope is negative. It means tan theta is negative. It means theta should be an obtuse angle. It means theta is lying in the second quadrant, because in the second quadrant only tan theta is negative. So it is going to lie in this quadrant and it is y-intercept is 2. So here suppose it is 0 comma 2. So it is going to pass like this. Again see, theta is obtuse angle. Theta is obtuse angle. It is lying in the second quadrant, and see automatically it is lying in the fourth quadrant. So there is no need to consider these two quadrants because these will be automatically included when we are seeing this in this quadrant. So it is lying in the second quadrant, and again theta is obtuse angle. Okay, and it is passing, and y-intercept is again 2, which is here. So this rough sketch you can draw for lines. Okay, now let's see another example, the last one. I hope you are understanding. Suppose the equation is given in the standard form, 3x plus 4y equal to 2. Then firstly you have to convert it into the slope intercept form. So we can write y equal to minus 3x plus 2 by 4 and by 4. Okay, 2 minus 3x by 4 by 4. Okay, here you can see slope is minus 3 by 4 and c is half. Okay, these two quantity you are knowing. Okay, slope is negative, it means theta should be obtuse. Theta should be obtuse, it means it is lying in the second quadrant or fourth quadrant. It will lie in the second, it will automatically go in the fourth quadrant. So theta is obtuse, so you have to make in the second quadrant. You have to only worried about these two quadrants, nothing else. These two will be automatically included. So if positive, then this quadrant. If negative, then this quadrant. So it is lying in this quadrant, it is lying in this quadrant, and it is negative. And what is the y-intercept? It is half. Suppose here this point 0 comma half. So it will go like this. See, theta is obtuse and it is passing through 0 comma half, as y-intercept is half. Okay, let's take one last example. Let's take one last example. We are given 4x plus 2y equal to minus 3. Okay, so here again convert into that form, minus 4x minus 3, then y equal to minus 4 by 2x minus 3 by 2, then y is going to be minus 2x minus 3 by 2. Again you can see y equal to mx plus c. Here you can see m is minus 2 and c is minus 3 by 2. Again, now you are knowing the two quantities. Draw the graph of it. Firstly see the slope, it is negative. Negative means it will go in the second quadrant. If it was positive, then it will go in the first quadrant. If it is negative, then it will go in the second quadrant. Only two quadrants we have to consider. Then it will go in the second quadrant. Okay, c is also negative. C is something here 0. Y-intercept is negative, it means it will go below x-axis. So this is minus 3 by 2, then it will be minus 3 by 2. Okay, so it will go something like this. This is c. Theta is obtuse, we can see theta is obtuse, and the y-intercept you can see it is minus 3 by 2, and it is lying, as theta is obtuse, then obviously tan theta will be negative, and you can see tan theta is negative, which is minus 2. So the line should be like this. Okay, one more way to confirm that we have drawn the line as correct or not, whatever the points are there which are lying on the line, they will satisfy the equation of line. Suppose 0 comma 3 by 2 is a point which is lying on this line, so 0 comma minus 3 by 2 will satisfy this equation. It will satisfy this equation. Let's see how it is satisfying. If it satisfies, then our answer will be correct. This is another way of checking whether we have done right or not. Suppose 0 comma minus 3 by 2. Okay, so x is 0 and y is minus 3 by 2. Put it here. It will become 0 plus 2 into minus 3 by 2. So it becomes minus 3, which is equal to minus 3. Of course, it is correct. So whenever we have to see that whether the point lies on the line or not, if the point lies on the line, then it will satisfy the equation of the line. So I hope you have understood the procedure how to draw any line on the graph sheet. Only you have to see the slope and the y-intercept. Thank you so much.